Hey guys, how's it going? And happy Friday. So I'm having my bintang. Tastes really good. So I apologize for not releasing a lot of videos in the last few days. Obviously, I was busy, and usually what I do is if I go away from home for work, before I go, I do videos on the weekend, and then I schedule it during the week when I'm out. So I was not able to do that because I was out before the weekend started. But rest assured, the next 2 weeks I'll be making a lot more videos because I have two more weekends that I can work. Starting from tomorrow, I can start editing some of the interviews that I already did, and I'll also be doing some more interviews, and hopefully the one-to-one showdown will happen someday, hopefully. So yeah, there are a lot of things that's in pipeline, so I just need to focus. And before that, I wanted to kind of give you what you'll be seeing in today's video. So today's Friday thoughts, obviously I'll be blabbering some shit. So what I'm going to talk about is about DNA and leaders that we have. So after I speak about that, I am also going to share some of the reports I got from Region 30. There's a war going on, and these are some of the big hits that happened in the during the last few weeks. So again, when you look at these reports, yeah, I'll kind of give an introduction before I show you the screenshots of attacks. Okay, so before I go into my Friday thoughts and the videos, I finally got my Blue Yeti, so I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah, I hope the sound quality is much better. Again, I have to redo the room a little bit because most of the echo that you hear comes because of the room setup. So I need to put on some drapes maybe, and I don't know, so that to reduce the echo. So that's something that I bought, and I also bought another stuff. I don't know if I showed you guys, but I need to set this up. So this is the Zim 4. So what it does is, as you know, I'm a lousy gamer. So when I play with PS4, my usage of controls are not that great. So I suck at it. And what this does is basically you can connect your keyboard and mouse, and you can connect the other side to the PS. And what it does is it will turn your keyboard and mouse into a controller. So basically, you go back to the Windows gaming era kind of thing, where you can use your keyboard and mouse to get the advantage. So again, a lot of people think it's cheating. It is, but for people like me who suck at using controllers, it's a great way to start gaming without giving up. And I also got one more thing. Okay, this is the stuff. So I always wanted to have this manual keyboard. So I really got excited when I saw this in Amazon. This is it's called Jellycomb. So as you can see, so this is not that expensive. I think I got it for like less than 25 US dollars. They shipped it directly to me to Singapore. So this is like dang heavy. I'm not kidding. It's like, I don't know, be like 1.5 kilos or something. I don't know what's that in pounds. As you can see, the keys are really good. And one more thing it can actually do is it actually lights up, so which is good. What I'll do is I'll do another video on this, and then I'll share it with you guys. Okay, so now Empire Z. So I know my videos are not being watched more than 4 minutes. I'm already into that 4 minutes, so I better start my Empire Z conversation. So my thought after speaking to a lot of these good players from Empire Z, we noticed that the DNA power really sucks. It's not something that we all like it, but at the same time we are accumulating it for no reason, and I don't think Ember has any plans yet. I don't know if they've acknowledged it. During some interviews, I did hear that they didn't acknowledge based on the email exchange the players had with Ember. So my thought is basically what I wanted to say is, uh, maybe the DNA power, they should get rid of it. If not, they should put some use behind it. So for example, I think we would have discussed this like zillion times. I'm pretty sure everybody seeing this, they say this guy is stating the obvious. So one of the things that they have to do is use a lot more DNA power to mix 2 or 3 leaders level 10 and then create a new breed, something like you put a Kurgan and a Shadow Stalker in there, and then you get something out of it. For that, you might have to spend 2 million DNA or 2.5 million DNA. I mean, this is the best way to spend, right? And you got to spend like 6 weeks to build the fusion, those kind of things. So if that happens, it'll be good. So you get best of these two, and again, depending on how much max DNA you can put in, you get the better stats. And the lesser DNA, again, we have to give people who are lacking the DNA power or DNA, so they can also make some of these low level fusions. And what this kind of opens up is, right now when somebody sends one troop hit, they kind of know what kind of leaders we have, and then they just stop because they know in and out of the leader. But once you start giving an option to create these fusion, that would be really awesome. Again, I think the developers need to sit with drawing board and then start to find the combos, and then write an algorithm where it picks best of defense or worst of defense and best of offense. Again, endless possibilities. Again, when you create this kind of coding, you can do a lot. So that would open up the new playing field for all, because now it kind of, everybody knows what it is. People don't really take risk hitting people because they know, oh, 2 Kurgans and Rudolph, I'm not going to hit anybody. So they wait for an opportunity where all the leaders are sent out for hitting ICs or hitting another decoy. Again, I think this might open up some possibilities. That's one. And another thing that I also thought is, start using all the stupid leaders we got from IC hitting and other events. I mean, I have a zillion of them and I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. And I have tons of DNA. So before people start to get agitated, and then at some point when your inventory is kind of full, people get to start to have that agitation. So I think we need to either put a cap on the leaders before we can turn that into DNA, or use 10 of these leaders for fusion, and then you create something else. So I don't know, 10 Kurgans put together and Kurgan on steroids. I don't know, something on those lines. But again, it might sound lame, but I think Ember has to find a way to use all these leaders and also to spend the DNA. And also, my opinion is, I think they should start selling at least more cold storage spots. I know the smaller players are already having trouble to open up all of these, but number one, they should start putting more cold storage in the Z stores for the smaller people to open it up, and for the bigger players who can spend, I think they should open up another 5 or at least 4 or whatever it is, because the game will be more interesting now, because the more leaders people can use, I think they'll start to have combination. Again, if you go back to 4 months ago when we had the idea session that we discussed about, then you can actually have quick buttons on the leader setup. So if I click on one button, I say I'm on a farm mode, and then another button I'm on defense mode. Those kind of things. It makes players' life very easy, and it's also the best thing to do, so in my opinion. So this is what I wanted to discuss, and I I have about 3 iTunes / Google, whatever it is, cards to give away. So if you guys can start discussing about it and come up with some weird names for fusion between 2 leaders, and then put it in the comment section, and depending on number of votes you get, again, not a lot of people are talking in my channel, so I'm happy that you guys are viewing the video. I just want a little bit of an engagement. Please do put in your names, and then depending on number of votes we get between or among the viewers, top 3 will get $10 worth of iTunes/Google card that you can use for your game. So start doing it now. Good. So enough of me blabbering about some stupid DNA stuff. I'm thirsty. Okay, the next thing that I wanted to kind of discuss is the hits that happen in Region 30. So there's a big war going on. Again, I don't know if it's still continuing, but this is what I heard. Between the UN/RW camp against FC Fight Club. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I got some of the reports from the other camp, UN/RW camp. Really big attacks. I can see that big troop loss. Some known names like Tommy Guns and Looney and other people who hit like crazy, like Beast. Their attacks were like really crazy, and then I'm going to show you guys some screenshot of that. But before you jump to conclusion that it's one-sided, blah blah blah, all these comments. Fight Club, I don't have any contact from your group. So again, I don't know if you have some SLC players or old SLC players or something. If you guys have any of the reports that you wanted to share, the other side of story, I would like to show the true story, the real story. So what I have is what I have. So I'm going to share it. And if you guys have the other side of reports, feel free to send it to me. And I promise I'm going to show it to the viewers. So enjoy the hits, and hope you will start the conversation about the leader fusion. And I'll speak to you guys soon with another interview or other ideas that I have that I'll share in the next Friday Thoughts. Thanks everyone for watching, and happy gaming. Bye.